Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's lesson. Let's go over today's lesson objective. So, today we will create a pictograph. All right, let's go over what our success criteria is for this lesson. So, our first success criteria is I can create a pictograph, and our second success criteria is I can explain data on a pictograph. All right, let's do a quick review of what data is. So, data again is a collection of information, right? So, we are asking a question, we're trying to figure out some points from it, some data points, and we gather that from observation, questioning, or measurement. So, it's just a collection of information. Okay, now what is a pictograph? So, a pictograph is another graph or a way to display data, and it is a way to represent the data using images or symbols. So over here we have a pictograph, right? So it's a pictograph of everyone's favorite fruits. And over here we see, unlike a dot plot or a frequency table, we see pictures representing our data. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get into our first problem. I'm actually going to go ahead and X my face out so we can see some more. All right, so what we have here is, well, let's read our question. So it says use the frequency table in problem 1. It's going to be this frequency table from problem 1 to complete the picture graphs below. Okay, so over here we have our frequency table, right? And we can see that it's a frequency table of favorite colors. So we can see the number of students and the color. So the color options are green, yellow, red, blue, and orange, and the number of students who picked each of those as their favorite color. So we see that 4 students liked green, 2 students liked yellow, 1 student liked red, and 2 students liked blue, and 3 liked orange. So now let's go ahead and transfer this information into a pictograph. Now, when we're looking at a pictograph, the key is really important, or the part that tells us what each picture represents. So we can see right here that a heart represents 1 student. So let's go ahead and do that. So we can see in green, we have 4 students who said that was their favorite color. So we need to draw 4 hearts. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so each heart represents 1 student. So we have green done. Let's go ahead and look at yellow. So yellow is 2. So we need to draw 2 hearts in yellow. Awesome. Red, we had 1 student who said red was their favorite color. And then we have blue. We said 2 students said blue were their favorite color, so we need to draw 2 hearts. And then last but not least, we have orange, and 3 students said that was their favorite color, so we need to draw 3 hearts in orange. So this is our pictograph. All right, fantastic. Now let's go into another example of a pictograph. Now, this over here is the same data, favorite colors, right? But let's look at our key. So our key is saying that each heart represents 2 students. This is really important. So 1 heart is equal to 2 students. So let's go ahead and do this. So we might need to go ahead and think a little bit more about how we're going to represent this data. So let's look at green. So green, we have 4 students who said their favorite color was green. So I have to make sure that we represent those 4 students. But 1 heart equals 2 students. So let's go ahead and do this. So we have 1 heart, that is 2 students. And if I do another heart, that is 4 students. 2 plus 2 is 4. Okay, so we did green. Let's look at yellow. So yellow, 2 students liked yellow. So we need to draw 1 heart because 1 heart represents 2 students. So we're going to go ahead and draw 1 heart to represent 2 students. All right, so red is going to be a little bit tricky. So red, only 1 student said that was their favorite color, but 1 heart equals 2 students. So I know that half of 2 is 1, right? So what I need to go ahead and do is I need to just draw half of a heart to represent 1. So we have red. So let's go ahead and look at blue. So blue, we have 2 students. So we're going to go ahead and draw 1 heart because 1 heart equals 2 students. Now let's look at orange. So orange has 3 students. So let's go ahead and do this. So we have 1 heart that equals 2 students, but I can't draw 2 because it's not 4 students who like orange, it's only 3. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to think about, okay, how can I represent this? Well, I know that just like in red, we represented 1 student With half a heart, I already have 2 students. I need 1 more student, so I need to draw another half a heart. So this is our pictograph. All right, fantastic. Let's go ahead and go over our lesson objective. So our lesson objective for today was we created a pictograph. All right, fantastic. I hope this lesson was helpful. I hope you had so much fun making pictographs with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.